What is your mind? I know your mind is pretty made up about waterboarding, correct? You were waterboarded as part of your Navy SEAL training, correct?
Well, it wasn't part of Navy SEAL training. It was part of what they call SEER school, Survival, Escape, Resistance, Evasion. It's a school they required you to go to prior to the combat zone of Vietnam. And yes, we were all waterboarded there, and yes, it is torture.
What do you think about Nancy Pelosi in terms of what she has been claiming with the CIA, lying to,
I
misleading
think what's
Congress?
worse is this, the fact that it happened. If we hadn't waterboarded to begin with, none of this would be a controversy, would it?
If we hadn't
and
waterboarded...
torture is torture. If you're going to be a country that follows the rule of law, which we are, torture is illegal.
But these were specifically approved techniques with KSM,
approved
okay?
By who?
Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, the information we extracted from him before waterboarding was zip. Afterward, he released the information.
Got all of it before waterboarding.
Yes. This was a case that was used 3 times.
The point is this. All right, wait a minute. If waterboarding is okay...
Do you want me to put you in a pool, Nelson?
Wait. If waterboarding's okay, then why don't we let our police do it to suspects so they can learn what they know?
That's an interesting question.
Again, if waterboarding's okay, why didn't we waterboard McVeigh and Nichols, the Oklahoma City bombers, to find out if there were more people involved?
What's your answer to that? Why didn't we?
We did. Well, I don't know. We only seem to waterboard Muslims.
Well, that's an extreme statement. One of the things,
have we waterboarded anyone else? Name me someone else we've waterboarded.
Well, one of the things that's coming out now is that they were waterboarding them to get a connection between Iraq and Al-Qaeda. And that the reason they waterboarded was to get information about so that they could justify their invasion of Iraq.
What do you think is going to happen?
How does that work into your theory on how great it is?
Look, I'm not saying it's great, okay? I'm not saying, hey, everybody, let's go next door and get waterboarded. I'm concerned right now about Nancy Pelosi, who is supposedly briefed as it's been. She's lying.
All right, okay.
She lied.
They want her out now. They want her out now, right? Because she lied?
Sure.
Well, why didn't they ask for Bush and Cheney to go out when they lied about why we went into Iraq?
The
point is, nothing's going to happen because they're all involved. Yeah. The Dems and Repubs are both involved. That's why President Obama's backing off from it, and they're not going to do it now. It's a good thing I'm not the president. I'm an independent, because I would prosecute the people who did it, I would prosecute the people who ordered it, and they would all go to jail.
Would you prosecute President Obama in the future going backwards when he ordered the killing of the Somali pirates? I mean, you have to think about
because the Somali pirates that's apples and oranges. You're not talking about someone in custody who is supposedly under... Okay, how would we feel? Look how outraged we were when waterboarding was done to our vets in Vietnam.
Amen.
Where do you think we learned it from?
Right.
And we created the Hanoi Hilton right in Guantanamo. That's our Hanoi Hilton. People have died there. People are tortured there. I'm ashamed of my country.
People aren't basing, all those extremists are not basing their behaviors on ours. I can guarantee that. They are out to get us no matter
Should
what.
we stoop to their level?
Look, we
should be above them.
Absolutely.
Torture is wrong.
Torture is wrong, but enhanced interrogation techniques
Enhanced interrogation is Dick Cheney changing a word. Dick Cheney comes up with a new word to cover his ass.
You come up with a new word. New question.
I said it before. You give me a waterboard 1 hour in Dick Cheney, and I'll have him confessing to the Sharon Tate murders.
Yeah, baby.
In 1 hour.